boss is here. That was good. That was nice. Is my beard overcompensating for my hairline? You heard it too quick. No. Man, balding guys in the room are like, yeah, you're doing great. No one can tell. It's fine. I'm losing my hair. You can't tell. I'm an actor too, and it's fun because as your hairline gets further away from your forehead, the roles you get cast in get further away from the plot. It's like I used to get back when I had hair, I'd get lines like, "Sarah, I'm Ethan. Can't believe they left us alone." Now I get lines like, "Sarah, this is Ethan. I'll leave you two alone." We doing anything for Halloween? We excited for the Halloween coming up? I was walking by, I like how they put the decorations up. I recently saw Halloween decorations at a funeral home. Who's that for? The one place where it's like, yeah, you're embalming my Nana right now. I think my day's already spooktacular, right? Do we really do that? That's the thing about Halloween. It's the one holiday where we really don't want that to actually happen. You know what I mean? Like, if we survive a zombie apocalypse, I don't think we celebrate Halloween anymore. You go to like a cheesy haunted house, a guy jumps out at you like, nah. It's like, all right, man, a lot of people died. I think it's partly like New York City. I like it just happens in New York. I was on the subway today, and everyone was playing a game of what I like to call New York soccer, which is where you lift your feet to avoid the rolling Gatorade bottle full of pee. So you did that on the way here tonight. That's what I like about it. It's the gross. The city's disgusting. Isn't it great? But here's the thing. You were the same one who said I'm balding, right? God damn it. No, that was you. Ha-ha! Here's the thing. Here's why I don't mind. You gotta stay positive. The Gatorade bottle full of pee is half full, right? You gotta stay positive, right? Because you are never the least appealing thing in sight. Isn't that nice? Anyone ever do that? Yeah. People who have like taken advantage of that are like clapping. They're like, yeah, I've used a Taco Bell receipt as a napkin. Because the guy next to me was using a Taco Bell receipt as pants. I've done that. That's fine. My favorite thing about the city is you really never know what you're going to see. It's just, you turn one corner, that's the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. You turn the next corner, that's the most severed mannequin heads I've ever seen. There's no in between. You stop asking questions at some point, you're just like, yeah, why wouldn't there be a guy with hooks for hands here? Selling only a factory-sealed VHS copy of the Pelican Brief. Old-timers, I like it. Old-timers in the room. Yeah. It does feel like the logic of a dream sometimes, you know what I mean? You just kind of go along with whatever's happening, you know? It's like, in fact, if you were talking about a nightmare that you had and a New Yorker came late to the conversation, would the New Yorker know you're talking about a dream? You were there like, and then I saw a rubber duck floating in a pool of blood. New Yorker's like, where was that? Port Authority? Where was that? I hate to say. I'm single. Give it up. Thank you. It's the whole reason I do comedy, because there's really no other scenario I could get away with saying it like that. You saw me at a bar, cute girl walks by, I'm single, give it up. It really doesn't translate. I don't know how to talk to women a lot of times. I'm 34 and I'm still like, hey. Like I'm there, I'm at the bar, I flirt, but then I just bail on it immediately. I'm like, what are you drinking? What? I didn't say anything. What the fuck is that, dude? I went on a date recently, we sat down, and the first thing she said was, I'm Michelle and I'm a Libra. I was like, ah! I'm Dave and I'm pulling away emotionally. That's that work? Because here's the thing, like I'm not finding strong but it's like the only weird belief that people just assume you all, like first date conversation, let's get it out there. It's the only weird belief like that. I can't sit you down like, oh, you look really nice. Did you find the place okay? So why do you think they faked the moon landing? I wouldn't do that. It's a free pass. It's like racism against certain months of the year, you know? Call your coworker a lazy Pisces. That's just you and your horoscope, you know? But you call him a lazy Puerto Rican, that's you and HR, right? She, like, to bring it back, she, later on in the date, asked me, we started talking about a dream that she had. Don't you hate it when people just start talking about the dream that they had? Isn't that like, it's like jury duty for friendship. Come on, like, that's I have a fun game I'm playing. I'll start telling someone about a dream I had, and then I see how long it takes them to notice it's just the plot to Karate Kid. Just to fuck with people. There's only one time in history someone said, I have a dream, and then anyone paid attention after that. Only one time. But it also helped that he didn't mean it literally. Imagine that. 250,000 people at the National Mall. He's out there like, I had a dream! And I was on a beach, but it wasn't, but it was. It was weird. Alright. I checked you guys in so I can, like, you know, you kind of tell I'm a kind of a nice guy. I'd like to blow that if I could in these last couple of seconds here. You ever have like just an asshole thought? Like you just have an asshole. We all. I was watching a documentary about Helen Keller recently. Yeah. At one point in the documentary, they go, she befriended Mark Twain. Did she? How about this? She sat in a room with Mark Twain. How about that? Really? She can't hear and he's only known for witty one-liners. They hit it off? Really? I bet he went in all cocky, like, hey, how are you? Tell you what, I never let my schooling get in the way of my education. Really? That usually does well. Okay. All right. At the end of the documentary, they said something I never knew. They said that she, at the end of her life, she was like a hardcore socialist. I didn't know that. Did you know that? Isn't that amazing? We all remember she taught herself to speak, and then we conveniently forget what she wanted to say. Isn't that amazing? I would have loved to have seen that. She's up there, water. Very good, Helen. Is a right of the proletariat. No, that's it. Thank you, Helen. Appreciate it. I'm David Butler, everybody. Thanks so much.